It's a shame how there's so much division in this world today. It's a shame that so many people are against one another because of religion, because of politics, and because of so many differences. The thing is we have to work on ourselves from the inside out, along with God. It all starts with each one of us as an individual to figure things out and to say, I got to work on me. Each one of us have been programmed for many, many years by dead loved ones. Let me explain. So basically, we were programmed from the time we were born until around age 7. Whoever we were around, whoever took care of us, teachers, parents, people who took care of us, we seen what they did, and we learned their habits and their patterns. And we did things on our own as well. But by things happening to us, there was something that was called paradigms. And that put us in certain belief systems in a way. So whatever happened to us in life, we picked up on beliefs. And some of those beliefs are not even real. Some of those beliefs are false. And the thing is, we have to realize and not be ignorant to the things that can actually be so. In the Bible, God says He calls things as though they were. So that is one thing that got me onto the law of attraction studying. That's how I got involved in law of attraction. Because when God says calling things as though they were, means we have to literally call things as though they were. See, I believe that Jesus died for our sins. I believe that He died and rose again 3 days later. And I believe, though, you have to believe in Jesus. You have to believe He died and rose again after 3 days. I believe all that stuff. But I believe there's more to the story that we're not being told. I believe I am saved. I've been saved since the age of 17. But there's more to the story. I even believe that the Bible was... I'm not going to say that the Bible is not a way to live. It is a good way. It is a good way to live. But I don't necessarily know if it's meant to be taken word for word in a literal sense. All my life I've been a Christian. And I've been told Bible, 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 Bible as the only way to live. Well, there's other things going on. What about the pyramids? What about the universe? What about, planets? What about aliens and extraterrestrials and things like that? See, I prayed to God, and He knows that I am on the search for the truth. But for a long time, back in 2010, when I had my business, I was bringing up Jade Helm videos and Walmart concentration camp videos, and I mean, you name it. I became a conspiracy theorist when 9/11 happened. I mean, 9/11 is when it all opened up for me. And I know a lot of people think about 9/11. Now, I mean, there's a lot of people telling me that they have worked in the military with 9/11 and all that stuff, and they tell me, oh, that's not how it was. But you think, if it was going to be a conspiracy, do you really think they're going to tell everyone in the military? No. See, I got to question that stuff. I can't literally say, I can't believe everything that comes out of people's mouths. I can't believe everything that I read. I can't believe everything that I watch. You know what I'm saying? I might be on a little bit of a rant here, but I'm a billionaire in the making, and I want to start making videos, and I want to start inspiring other people. I know that I'm inspiring people already with my videos, but I want to have more of a following. So I got to start creating a YouTube channel, something like that. I just got to take action, and I got to start doing it, because I know that my purpose is to inspire many people, because many people are going to their graves with their music still inside them. They are staying in a low vibration, not knowing that they can do and be and have anything that they want in life. Now, some of you might be looking at me like I haven't accomplished anything yet. Okay, fair enough. Things have not manifested in the physical yet. A couple things have, but nothing major yet. But in order to be a wealthy person, you have to first be wealthy up here in your mind. So there are things, there are courses, and there are programs that I have been through. I've read books. I still read books. Listen, you got to read books and watch videos for the rest of your life, and pray and meditate. You're never done. You're on a journey. Success is a journey, not a destination. And a lot of years I've been thinking that it's a destination. I have to make all this money so I can be free. The thing is, you got to be free in the present without your circumstances being involved, making you feel like crap. The key is you got to think about what you want rather than what you don't want. Because when you think about what you do not want, and majority of people do this, majority of the people think about what they do not want. And your thoughts control your reality. So if you're going around constantly all day long thinking about your car breaking down, or thinking about, we wake up in the morning and we set the tone. We got the power to set the tone how the day's going to go. Well, a lot of people will probably say, no. You can't live your life on autopilot. You got to deliberately get up in the morning and say, today's going to be a great damn day. Today is going to be a great day. You got to take control of that day and talk to that day and speak to that day, because the power of life and death is in the tongue. You speak negatively, and the more, with the law of attraction, the more of the negative things you're going to get in your life. When you start speaking positively and saying, my day's going to go well. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am in a super high vibration. I am so happy and grateful now that I am living in the present. But what do people do? Majority of the people say, I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to do the same thing. Same thing, because they're in the same pattern. They're still doing their same habitual routine. What I'm saying is, you got to change that routine up. See, in my videos I might be rambling on, but I got so much information that I know will benefit humanity. Because more and more people are awakening. I know I've been talking about this awakening thing, and then people are like, what are you talking about? The thing is, we've been so wrapped up in our patterns, in our routines. But life, this physical reality that we're in, is not completely solid. It's not solid. Now, I know you're sitting here saying, well, this is a phone, and these are headphones, and this is a chair that I'm sitting in. But the thing is, all these things around us are molecules. You know, we got these you know, it's a part of, you know, when the stars were made. It's all a part of the universe. Molecules coming together. You know, our bodies, our cells. If you take a microscope and you look through and you magnify our bodies, you're going to see that we are not completely physical. I see a hand when I look at this. I see my hand, but if you magnify it, you're going to see right through it. Because we are not completely solid. 666 is 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6. I needed to look it up. But each one of us are 6 electrons, 6 protons, and 6 neutrons. 666 is not the number of Satan. It's the number of man. They want you to believe that 666 is the number of the beast. But we are human. It's the number of man. Look it up. There are so many things that I can talk about. I don't even remember where I am. But I've done so much research, and I understand this stuff. I understand this stuff really well, and I am just now starting to make it work in my life. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to wake people up. I'm trying to let you know that you were ignorant when you were born. All of us were ignorant when we were born. You know, the foods that we ate and things like that, we had no control of any of that stuff. We had no control of the foods that we were eating and what was coming in our heads and our minds when we were babies. But the thing is, now we can become aware of it. Now we can understand. Now we can understand that life is not the way that we thought it was. And a lot of people are waking up to that. You're probably one of them. You know, but there's still a lot that are still asleep. You know, but there's so many things in life. We gotta start getting up and enjoying, you know, we gotta enjoy our day. We can't do the same routine over and over and over again. We gotta change it up. You know, one of the things that I'm doing is I'm getting up in the morning and I'm visualizing before I even get out of bed. I'm visualizing of how I want my life to be. Because eventually, you thinking of how you want your life to be, it's going to eventually manifest in the physical. The stuff that you're dealing with now in your life are circumstances of past thinking. If you can get past that past thinking, that's when your life is going to change. That's when your life is going to shift. Now, my life has been shifting many, many times. You know, yeah, I might not have the physical money manifestation yet. But I'm gonna take it a step further. So my job, I wasn't the happiest in that job. My thoughts made that happen. My thoughts are what closed the door. And right now, I am in a better place in my mind than I ever have been. You know, so I can talk about things more, and yeah, I think people are going to understand it. But you know, being that I was in that job and I was like not the happiest person, which it just wasn't me. It wasn't my thing. I'm able to think now. I feel freer. And I know things are going to start happening. I'm not afraid. I'm not worrying about where money's going to come from and things like that. I get up every single day and I visualize how I want my life to be, because I know eventually that life is going to come into manifestation. I fully believe that. And so many people are stuck in paradigms, what is called a paradigm. Paradigms are what we've been taught. It's the habitual thinking. It's the patterns, old patterns that can be broken because we're a computer. We're a computer. God created us. We're like a computer. We are programmed. We have viruses in our minds. I think some of those viruses are Satan and his demons. Satan and demons are not actually physical manifestation of angels, you know, fallen angels, like the Bible says in a literal sense. But I believe that Satan and his demons are thoughts. There are things that come into your head and you're like, well, where the hell did that come from? I wasn't thinking that. And some of the ones that do come into your head are ones you thought of. But there's a lot of thoughts that you're like, why? Where's this lust coming from? Why do I hate this person? It's not of God. Hate, jealousy, anger, envy, they're not of God. They're of ego. You know, ego is edging God out. We all have to die to our ego. We have to figure out who the true self is that is beyond our name. Our name is our name that we were given by our parents. My name is Nathan Oakes. But that is not who I am. That is not who God created me to be. We have to figure out who we are from the inside out. Your external circumstances are caused by you and what you're thinking in your mind. For example, I have a Harley Davidson. And I bought the bike and I've had nothing but problems since I bought it. Somewhere there's a paradigm. I don't know exactly what it is, but somewhere there's a paradigm that's saying when you buy something you're going to get screwed. I don't know exactly what it is, or the bike is a lemon. Any bike that I buy is a lemon. I don't know. I don't know what the paradigm is, but there's a paradigm there. And now I have nothing but problems with it. And it is a circumstance from past thinking. So when you think of things that you want, they don't just fall out of the sky. You gotta get past those paradigms. You know, because like if you say that you believe you're only going to make $50,000 a year, you're only going to make $50,000 a year because you're not in that other paradigm of thinking. You're in the past thinking. You're in the old patterns and old habitual patterns. Old patterns, old habitual things that you did. You have to change all that. Part of the way of changing that and not being in a low vibration is you got to eat better foods. You got to stop listening to garbage music. Stop listening to the news. The news wants to keep people in fear. You got to live out of love, not live out of fear. You live in fear, and you ain't ever going to do nothing in your life. You're never going to go anywhere. You're just going to remain an ignorant person and believe everything that everyone tells you and all the news tells you. You got to be an independent thinker. Because if you're not an independent thinker, you're going to be controlled and your life is going to be on autopilot. My life was on autopilot for many, many years. And one day I'm like, screw this. I don't want to live on autopilot. I want to live life on my terms. And I believe that when Jesus died for our sins, He also, by His stripes, we are healed. If you are continuously doubting that you're not going to get healed, then you're not going to get healed. You got to accept it. You got to be able to receive. You got to receive that healing. You got to receive that money. All my years, I believe that I've had a receiving problem. And pretty soon here, you're going to see that my receiving problem is about to be resolved. A lot of us believe we're not worthy. A lot of us believe that we can never have anything like that. Well, here's the thing, like, when I started really awakening, I started to realize that life can really be flexible and bendable. All my life I believed that this candle is a candle. This phone is a phone. Well, you magnify them, and they're not a solid object. Things can change. Life is an illusion. The stuff that I'm going to talk about is wild. It's crazy. Now, I know, listen, I put Ralph Smart videos out there, and I know that a lot of you are watching Ralph Smart. Ralph Smart is a good dude. He's a psychologist, and he's done a lot of study. He's been on YouTube for almost 15 years, 8 years, something like that. But he's very knowledgeable when he talks. And that's why I share a lot of Ralph Smart's videos, because I don't know exactly what I'm going to talk about. I don't prepare what I'm going to talk about. I'm not even editing this video, because I'm just being real with you. I'm just speaking to you from my heart rather than my brain. And that's another thing. We got to have brain and heart coherence as well. There's two different minds. There's a conscious mind and there's a subconscious mind. The conscious mind is, we know what the hell's going on right now. You're hearing me speak with your conscious mind. But in your subconscious mind is where all the programming lies. And that's where all the beliefs are, and all the patterns, and all the routines and habitual thinking that you've been doing is all in the subconscious. I really hope I'm making sense here. You know, how you change your habitual thinking and patterns, or you got to change your thoughts. Our thoughts are actually prayers. So if you constantly think about negative things in your life, it's a prayer. You're praying for things you don't want. You got to visualize. You got to close your eyes. And you got to think about how you want your life to be. Yes, it might seem like a chore at first. I get it. But you also want to be able to do this as well. You want to write your affirmations down. See? Affirmations. Because that is what changes what's down here in the subconscious. You got to read empowering books. You got to read books that are very, very good. You know, for your mind, not some trash. The thing is we're always eating. We're eating music. We're eating what we watch on TV. We're eating food, real food. Everything that is around us is food. And you keep putting that junk and garbage in you, you're going to feel like shit. So the key is, you got to feel good. But when we're young, we're not taught that. They don't teach us that in school. They want us to be dummies. They want us to be dumb sheeple in the system. They don't want you to know about money. They don't want you to know about law of attraction. They don't want you to know about any of that shit because they want you to follow their agenda and live the way they think you should live and be a prisoner in your own mind. There are so many things that I can talk about, and I could ramble on and on and on. But I'm going to leave it here for now. You gotta listen. You can't believe everything you're told. We gotta start being better people from the inside out. You gotta work on yourself. People gotta work on themselves. Because if we all would work on ourselves, this world would change. Even if we would do meditation, and many people would pray and do meditation, you'd see things happen like that. Things would change. And we have a collective consciousness as well. There's like I said, there's so many things we could talk about, and I hope I opened up some of your minds. You got to be open-minded. If you're a closed-minded individual, you're just not going to understand this stuff. But it's not hard to understand it. People are really awakening, and it's some good stuff. Everybody can have what they want. I firmly believe that. I believe that anybody can have anything they want. They could do anything they want to do. You want to be a billionaire, you can be a billionaire. You got to get yourself into the groove of it, into the vibe. Once you get into the vibration, the universe brings everything to you that you need to accomplish that goal. You need a goal. You need a goal. You need a goal. And as Bob Proctor would say it, you need a goal that is so high that you don't even know how you're going to make that goal happen. That's the first thing. I'm going to be making more videos. I'm a billionaire in the making, baby. You stick with me and you're going to go places. I can guarantee that. You stick with me, you're going to go places. Have an amazing night. Have a blessed night. And stay high in a high vibration.